This is first of all, I rarely plug channels anymore. And this first part people are not in yet, but I do this you guys for the recording. I rarely, and when I say rarely, plug channels anymore. I try to stay away from doing that because, you know, it just never ends the way I want it to end. But this guy has been a stand up guy with only one agenda that I can see for y'all to get to where you're making that at home money that y'all say y'all want to make. Y'all say y'all want to make that at home money. You want to be able to go home. You want to be able to do this. You want to be able to do that. I'm about to give you a major plug. Major. Of course, it is completely up to you whether you take this or not, but the type of money we're talking about, there's different levels of money. 60,000 to keep you out of the rain. 40,000 to keep some food in your belly. But the money that we are discussing today is life-changing money. This is you're the patriarch of your whole family now money. You understand? That's what this is. This is not, oh yeah, I got a nice little job and everything goes well. This is everybody comes to you money. If you need that home time, if you need to get in something serious and I'm looking to get to my end result job. This guy that I'm about to show to you now, he's gonna tell you why you should do this job. He's gonna explain to you what it entails. And then on top of that, he's gonna drop you a link to the job. No one does that, bro. Nobody does that. This is the point where you're supposed to send the share out to people. This is where you're supposed to send the share out to your homeboy, hand it to the local tanker fuel listening. I see you, Scott. Appreciate the love. We send it to the Cash App so the regime don't take 50%, but I appreciate you. This is the thing when they say, oh man, put me down on game. He's here to do it. Now I'm going to rattle off questions at him. And I mean, he almost talked me into doing it. Like I've already looked up the schools and what it's going to take for me to get my hazmat to do what this guy says. And y'all be like, oh man, well, TB, I don't know who you know. This is one of the guys I know. You say, TB, I need you to be my advisor. I'm introducing you to one of my advisors. You understand? Your psychiatrist has a psychiatrist. A lot of people don't understand that. Your doctor has a doctor. I'll give it to you a deep one. Your lawyer has a lawyer. And you say, oh, TB, you really helped me out. Well, this is my advisor. And I'm sharing him to you and telling you to go to his channel because the only thing he's going to ask you to do is do better. That's it. That's all he's asking you to do. Now, if you want to go over to this channel, you're going to have to realize a couple things. He's not with the games. He's not with the games. That ain't what he's here for. He's not interested in them. He's not going to play back and forth with you. He's going to tell you what you need to do to get your money. He's not going to baby you. He's not going none of that. Do you want to make $150,000 to $200,000? Do you want to be in the field where that's possible? Do you want to stop running 1,000 miles in a day? This guy's going to break down the real to you. And I strongly suggest you hit the like button, the share button, show love to the Cash App, and go to his channel. I strongly suggest it. Dirty Broke, how you doing this evening?
What's happening? What's happening? TB, the chat, what's good?
The chat is in here. We got 100+ people in here already. Now, most people, and how am I going to package this? Most people, when they come into the game, they come in through a mega carrier, and it's usually a van, it's usually reefer,
Hmm.
it's usually dry van, and they end up getting stuck in that cycle. And they may not have got all their endorsements from jump, but they get stuck in that cycle, and they just be a van driver for 10 years. And they say, there's no money in trucking. You hear that a lot. And you're telling me that a guy he could go to this job and be home every day and make this kind of money.
Hmm.
That's what you're telling me.
Yes, sir.
Now, I got a
Absolutely.
couple of questions in, because you confused me in the last one. I
Okay.
said, "Oh, well, go get your hazmat and get some time in," but you're saying if they already got their CDL and they go get their hazmat, this is entry level. They'll slide them right in.
In certain cases, not every case, but you don't know until you try. Like this company here, if you go on the website, it's going to tell you 2 years. A lot of companies tell you 2 years, 4 years. But please understand, if these companies need you, they will put you to work. It's just that simple. It's all about timing, man. If they need you and you come in at the perfect time and your record looks good, your driving record, they're gonna bring you in.
And they'll train you up.
They'll train you up. You
That
don't have to have any experience. And in a lot of cases, most of these companies don't even want you to have fuel hauling experience, because what happens is a lot of fuel haulers, they come in with bad habits. You
mm,
know what I mean? So it's a lot easier for me, in my experience of training people that never done this before, because then they don't bring any bad habits. They don't know anything. So
mm.
the way I teach you is it's all you know. So it's less likely you're going to make a mistake if you do what I train you to do.
So me coming in trying to be a big shot, not listening to you,
Hmm.
that's not a
And
plus.
I've had that. I've trained. It's so hard to train guys with experience, man, because one of the first things they always say, "Well, at my other company, we do it this way, we do it that way." Well, we not at your other company, man. You know what I'm saying? Just follow the code of conduct, and you won't have no problems. But some people can't seem to do that for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's a big problem in training. So let's shake up the culture real quick right now.
Okay.
The average guy out there at a mega carrier is running 630 miles a day. He's waking up 4 in the morning, then 3 in the morning, then 9 in the morning. Give
Hmm.
me an average miles a day they can expect to drive doing that.
Now, miles a day will vary depending on where you're located at. Okay. Now, because most of the time you'll either park the truck at a store, at a Love's location, at a Love's travel stop, or somewhere nearby. They do have off-site parking, which I park off-site. I don't park at a store anymore. But anyway, so it depends on the store location and where you're going to pull the fuel from, which we refer to them as rack. You might hear me say racks. And if you hear fuel haulers say rack, that's what it is. That's where you go to get the fuel. We call it a rack. But anyway, so depending on how far away that rack is to the store, it can vary.
Okay.
Now, me in my state, I generally do anywhere from 250 to 300 miles a day on average, anywhere in between there. But it all depends. Like I said, how many loads I do and just what rack I go to and what store I deliver to. I primarily only do two stores all
Wow.
day, every day, primarily. Now I do go to some other stores, but most cases it's just two stores, and the stores are only 26 miles apart from each other. So it's
Wow.
pretty monotonous. Yeah, it's pretty monotonous. I will tell you that.
Now
It's
you
pretty monotonous.
what now I'm used to the regular trucking company benefits, which usually are crap.
Hmm.
What are the benefits at one of these type of companies looking like? Um,
Far as health benefits or all the benefit, the whole benefit
I
package.
mean, 401k health benefits, any
Yeah.
discounts on
Uh,
products?
all right. They'll do a 401. You'll do a 401. It's 4% match, dollar for dollar. The healthcare, you get your three options, depending on what you need. You can get it just for yourself. You can get it for your spouse, kids. Your kids are covered up to age 26 years old. Um, and that's going to vary depending on what plan you get. So I don't want to tell you what plan. And actually, I'll get with TB because, of course, we're getting ready to go into the renewal. program is getting ready to come up.
Right.
That's getting ready to come out next month here. So we'll be dropping some real up to date information in the next few weeks to let you know exactly what that packet is. So because me telling you what the packet is right now, that's getting ready to change.
Mm.
Maybe a little, maybe a lot, you don't know. Because open enrollment is getting ready to start. But most people they know that for your health insurance.
Right.
You got to get ready to apply for that in the next few weeks to be ready to go for 2023. So
True.
so me
True.
telling you what it is exactly right now, and you be like, "Oh man, Dirty, you told me it was this," and next year it's going maybe a little different. So
Yeah, maybe a little better,
I don't
maybe
want
a
to. Yeah,
little
yeah.
worse.
Maybe a little better, maybe a little worse, as far as expense wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's fairly decent insurance. It's very competitive. Is it the best? Is in no possible way I could tell you it's the best because in order for me to do that, I would have to know what everybody's offering. All these
True.
and there's no way I can know that. All I
Okay.
can tell you is it's very competitive from my standpoint.
Right. I
You know
mean,
what I'm
it's
saying?
it's just from a standpoint where a lot of people really are not getting the fact that this is a job where you can, when you're OTR, you're kind of in a, you can't really help your health. With this type of job, you can keep up a gym membership, you can work out,
Absolutely.
you can eat a little bit better, you can bring food from home every single day.
Absolutely.
Jordan Gordon, thanks for showing love to the Cash App. You can do these things. You just have
Yeah.
to, you when you're OTR, it's hard to get it done. Here, this job, you can have, what I'm trying to say is you can have a decent home life. You can have a hobby on the weekend. You're talking about making this kind of money and you have time off. So how many times can you get a weekend off?
Me personally, I have most weekends off. I don't work the weekends, but for new drivers, that would be extremely rare. Usually,
Mhm.
new drivers, you will work at least one day on the weekend. That would be your schedule. For instance, it'll be, let's say, for instance, your schedule will start on a Sunday, so you will work a Sunday through Thursday. It's usually a 5 day schedule, unless you work the weekend. But anyway, if it's a 5 day schedule, you will usually work a Monday through Thursday or a Tuesday through Saturday. You at least work one of those days on the weekends, unless you're primarily a weekend driver, which is that's a 4 day schedule: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and they usually pay you $2 more for a weekend schedule.
Mm. And so okay, okay. Now you still get a two, somewhere around a 2 day off. So will they straddle the week?
Say that again now.
Will they? I'm sorry, someone just showed love.
Yeah,
Scott, thank you
that's
for
fine.
showing love. And 1 second, let's do our,
So that's a good sound, huh?
yeah, that's a that's a good sound.
Yeah, we're gonna pause for that one there, right?
Right. I'm trying to say his name. I can't find the name. Trucker J314. Appreciate all the love you just sent in, especially love to the Cash App. You're the top person in the Cash App right now. You're the top person in the Cash App this month, actually. Listen, what I'm trying to explain to y'all is home life. See, one thing I ran into when I got older, and I'm saying it like I'm 80 years old, but I'm 37. But driving 9 years, you feel like you're 80 years old. But I
Mhm.
got to a point in my life where lifestyle was dang near as important as the money. I
Yeah,
got to a point where me being away from where I want to be is not a plus. So I don't care how much money you offer me. What I'm telling you is you don't have to make that sacrifice. You can go in here, probably make more than you work. Cause let's be real, 158 grand is more than what a regular OTR person is making.
now let me put a disclaimer on the 158 grand. You're not going to come in and make nowhere near that. Just going to be honest. It's just not going to happen for a brand new guy. This is a guy that made that, who's been here for
Who knows what he's doing?
almost as long as me, and he knows what he's doing. And that was a bonus inside of that 158 grand.
But
But I will say this: he's over 100 already.
so if I came in right now, not knowing nothing,
Hmm.
what are we talking about? Not knowing nothing.
Not knowing nothing in my market, which is Pennsylvania, I can get you to 85, 90,000 without knowing nothing.
Home every day.
Home every day.
all right, we need to break this down to some numbers they can understand.
Okay, right.
90,000, and we're speaking gross. We're not putting in none of your
Yeah,
other stuff.
we're going to speak all gross numbers.
90,000 divided by 52. That's $1,730 a week every Friday.
Yeah.
Now you have your health insurance and your taxes, of course, you know that comes out.
Right.
So and that's good, bro, because I'm telling you, a lot of these guys are just running a box van and just running here to there and home every night. They're not seeing nowhere near that.
Right.
Not even close. And they are running them dog into the ground.
And I am totally confident I can get you to these numbers. You almost have to be dead for me not to get you to those numbers. And I'm just being honest.
So it would have to be a high level of incompetence for you to consistently not hit that number.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on, man. Like, first of all, if you go in and do what you're supposed to do, you hit the markers. I'm pretty sure in training they're going to break down how to hit those numbers. They're going to and if you sub to Dirty Broke's channel and say you're reaching a problem, like, man, I can't seem to swing this, or I'm missing out on bonuses, or I'm messing up here. If you go into his life, he'll tell you what to do.
And here's the thing about the bonuses, right? This is the thing, y'all. Listen up. Just do your job. I said it's nothing extra. Just do your job. That's it. You don't have to get this amount of loads, run this many miles, none of that. Take your time. They're going to give you a bonus not to screw up. That's all they ask you. Don't screw up. Just follow the code of conduct and you're going to hit your bonus every month. You get a bonus every month.
You get a bonus every month. And these bonuses can be, give me a range. Give me a range.
Well, this particular bonus, your monthly bonus is a standard. That's $200.
Okay.
That you'll get that every month. Boom, 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 boom. On the same, I think it's the second week. Is it the second week of your pay or the month? I think it's the second week of the month. Whatever it is, whenever it comes, that's when it comes. Every month.
Okay. Every month. And they're asking, are you paid hourly or by the load?
Yes.
Or by the month?
This is hourly pay.
Hourly pay plus bonuses.
Plus bonuses.
Man, that means if you get somewhere and their tank is messing around and you got to sit there 3 hours, you're getting paid the same if you're unloading.
Man, you kick on back, man. Have you something to drink, read a book. I know a lot of people don't like to read, but you know what I'm saying?
G-Man Kirk says, I need that gig. I live in PA. G-Man Kirk, I just dropped the link for you to get it.
And real quick here, G-Man Kirk, there's a little jewel. I didn't tell TB about this one. I wanted to save this for a present for the people coming into the chat. We have a sleeper position available. I just found out about this morning. A sleeper position available. Do you know what that means?
I do not.
I'm gonna tell you what that means. That means you're almost guaranteed 70 hours a week, maybe more, because of the way our work week breaks up your 70-hour clock.
So what is it hourly? Give me an hourly number.
In my state, they start you out with $30 an hour.
$30 an hour. Times 70. That's $2,100.
No. That math is all wrong.
What you mean?
That math is $30 an hour times 40.
Oh, the overtime.
Come on with it.
You got me slipping out here. Okay.
Yeah, no, we ain't gonna let you slip now. I got you.
Okay. Let me back this up. That's 30 times 40, which should be $1,200. Remember, 1,200. Then you have 40, 50, 60, 70.
Time and a half. 45.
30
I got
times
the math now.
45.
I got the math right in the head, man.
That's 13 plus 12. That's $2,600 a week. That is ridiculous.
Yep.
Now, you got me sold, bro. I'm already studying for it on the low. I ain't even telling nobody. I'm already studying for it on the low.
Come on with it.
The legendary says, "Is this company in Florida?"
Yes, this company is pretty much in all 48, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're in most. They're in
Yeah.
most states. From the number I think I see in the code. Yeah, they're that come. First of all,
No,
y'all,
not quite in all 48, but most. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
you would
think
have
we
to
do
be
have
up
some
in the
states in America.
Badlands to start running
Yeah.
out of them.
Mhm.
But the link is right there. All of y'all are on your phone. You can just click that link and look at the web, and it should have contacts right there on the website. What's the word? They have locations right there on the website. New Age Transport says it's loves, man. They're everywhere.
Yeah. Gemini Motor Transport.
Scott says not all the companies get paid by the hour. Some get paid by the load.
What company is he talking about?
Yeah,
Is he
you got
talking about Gemini?
right.
No, Gemini has moved over to all hourly.
Mm,
We used to be on a load pay system, but we all on hourly pay. Now the hourly pay it's not the same everywhere. Different regions pay different.
right. You may be in a region that pays more than his.
Absolutely.
Because y'all understand, let me think of a region.
Absolutely.
I mean, when you start getting into stuff like California, New York, stuff like that, it could pay a little bit more because of they have to
Yes, it
adjust
can.
for what do they call it, cost of living. Not now, yeah, that's what we're trying to. Y'all must be late, but like you said, it's pretty much everywhere. And once you get yourself, let's say I got 2 years experience in tanker.
Hmm.
2 years experience at this company you're talking about. What is there above level to that? Is there a place now you can go make a whole bunch of money and you just choosing not to do it? Like, is there something else? Like old boy said he was fueling the rocket.
Hmm.
Is that a thing? Is
I
that a
y- it's yeah, it is a thing, and it is some place. I know I could go out here and make more money,
mm-hmm.
right, than I do at this company.
Right.
But the one thing that I would have to give up is time,
Okay.
which I'm not going to sacrifice time because where I live at, I can be to work in like 10 minutes.
Oh, you up the street.
That's critical. You know what I'm saying? I'm up the street. I can be to work in 10 minutes. Not to mention I'm home every day. Not to mention the route that I do, I could pretty much come home every day for my 30-minute break if I wanted to,
That's
for the most
crazy.
part. So it's just a lot of things in there that I won't get from other countries. Plus, I don't have to run all over the country. I stay in pretty much 100-mile radius.
That's nuts.
You see what I'm saying? Like I don't go anywhere. Like I say, I call it around the block trucking. That's pretty much what I do. And
That means
if I
you
went to another company, I have to stay out a night or two, and who knows where I end up. I'm not doing all that. And I don't knock anybody that do it. Hey, people do what they do.
right.
I'm comfortable with doing this. This suits my lifestyle. I know what time I'm gonna be to work tonight because I start at midnight, and I know what time I'm gonna be home. I'm gonna usually be home about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, give or
Mm.
take.
At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you can visit with your old lady. You can eat dinner, all the whole nine.
There you go. I can hit my doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, and never have to take a day off work. See what I'm saying?
Mm.
I
Okay,
can take care of all that. You know what I mean?
that ain't a bad deal. So yeah, I look at it as everybody knows hazmat is where the money is, but no one really wants to do the test, or people don't know how to get it. And it's simple. Wherever you're at, look up the trucking schools, and they have a get your hazmat package right there on the front of the website.
Hmm.
You gotta do some studying, and they have a helper course where you go into class and they granny feed it to you, and then you go take the test. So it's not a big deal. It's not hard to get, man. Some states may be different than others, but you're talking the ones I've seen. It was between 150 and $400 depending on where you were to get you
Hmm.
a hazmat. Y'all blow that on anything. That's not a lot of money for you to make this kind of money. That's a very good turnover investment. That's very good.
I would say so.
Right, and then now you're chilling. You're home on the weekends or whatever your 2 days off are. You're home for Christmas. You're home for Thanksgiving. You're home for birthdays. And the
Hmm.
funny thing is, this is the stuff that y'all said y'all want. Y'all didn't say you wanted this. You said you wanted this lifestyle. I want to be home, or that this is what it looks like.
Hmm.
If you go home without this, they're gonna try to hit you with $58,000 a year. That's the truth. Unless you're in the good old boy system to run heavy haul, and let me tell you, that ain't easy to get into. Locally, it damn sure ain't easy to get into. So you're talking about something that will take you, and you good. Jaqueline is yeah. Jacqueline Patterson says, "Is that my
Yep.
uncle?"
Yes, it is. How you doing?
Well, Jacqueline Patterson, what's going on? You need that. I done dropped the link for y'all to call in to ask the questions. See, this is what y'all do now. Once this is where you can ask the questions right now, and call in and give us a scenario and get it off your
Hmm.
chest. People like me and Dirty Broke have been grandfathers, and so we just got to take the test now. Everyone that is new has to jump through hoops. Well, listen, nothing
Yeah,
that you
it
want
is
is
an extra step. Yes, it is an extra step to get your hazmat endorsement. They put an extra step in there.
really.
Yeah, they just started that, if I'm not mistaken, in February. I think I sent you that link yesterday, last night. I think I sent you that.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah,
Now,
you had to
listen,
do this like this little test or whatever.
anything worth getting is going to be hard to get, but
Facts.
it is what it is. It's like, oh well, it's not easy. You need, okay, if we're talking about a hundred around $100,000 worth of more money opportunity, we're not saying you're gonna get that, because here's the thing: you can get in there and suck. That's why I don't really do that with people, because I don't know how
Hmm.
hard you're gonna work. I don't know if you're
And
gonna get here and be lazy. I don't know if you're gonna get here and be calling on off days, Wednesday, every. I don't know what you're gonna do.
hmm.
So we're assuming you're gonna be middle of the road.
and this is not going to work for everybody. So I'm just going to be clear on that. Like, some people do not like this. Some people came here and they was like, man, I no, this ain't for me. And I totally understand that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, everything ain't for everybody, but it works for me. And all I can do is tell you about my experience here. I didn't just get here. I've been here for years, and I don't plan on going anywhere.
Mm,
Something drastic will have to happen in order for me to leave here.
that's a real statement,
Is that going
man.
to work for everybody? No, it's not. It's not going to suit you. Might not be enough money for you. It just the lifestyle, the monotony of it. I'm telling you, if I had to have a knock on doing this kind of work, it's the monotony, man. It's just
Mm.
like a hamster on a wheel. It's like same thing every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, same time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all the crossing guards on the corner. Like, you see them every day. Same person. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing? How's the family? You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. That don't work for everybody. And I got to tell you, when I was in my 20s trucking, this wouldn't have worked for me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, hell no. I would have been talking to Dirty Broke like Dirty. I don't want none of that. I need to run. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just
Because
being
the
honest.
truth is, people don't want to say it, but running is easier. Running is
Hmm.
easier. After a while, sitting in the driver's seat holding the steering wheel is like sitting on the couch. It's not hard. It's easier to do. You got to know a few more things, but I tell people all the time, OTR, and I love OTR to death. That's what I've done for 95% of my career. It's
Hmm.
killing you. And you used to, oh, he's saying to be extravagant. I'm not, bro. OTR is literally taking years off your life. With the food availability of what you can eat on the fly, with the
Hmm.
lifestyle, with the crazy appointments that's messing up your sleep schedule. At least Dirty Broke can get on a schedule that he's comfortable with doing. Hold on, we got someone that just called in here.
Okay.
You're on here with Dirty Broke. If you have your questions, please get them off. And it's about Dirty Broke today, so we're not gonna have you on here too long. Um, hello, Alex.
Hey, what's going on?
What's
What's
up?
up, Chuck Brown?
I'm trying to make it, man. What's your
Hello.
question for Dirty Broke? We can hear you.
Hey, what's going on, man? I just want to give a big shout out to you, man. Like, for real. I tell people all the way back when I went to school up there in St. Louis, man. I looked at your channel, and like you catapulted my career, like the jump started and head start, like 2 years in the game, knowing the info you dropped on your channel, like literally living off the truck, selling my car, getting out my lease. and
Mm.
literally stacking up like $20,000, $30,000, bro. I ordered the electric Tesla semi. Everybody thought I was crazy back in 2020, man, and I got a personal Tesla now. You
Oh,
feel me? Before gas prices jumped, because I was just like, bro, I can't do lease. And that damn show, I didn't want to break down. I ain't no diesel mechanic. Like, I'm a
right.
truck driver. You feel me? So, but big
That's
shout out to
crazy.
you, dog. Like,
Hey,
literally, man. Like, I tell everybody from MTC to tune into your channel. It's free game. Like, trucking won't never be the same before 2020 if you didn't go through school and get your CDL. But, like, man, without you, I'd be nothing to this day. Like, for real. But what's going on, my man? The tanker driver. What's your
What's
name
happening?
again? What's
Dirty.
that?
What's
Dirty?
up with it?
What's going on,
Yes, sir.
Dirty? So,
How you
man,
doing, man?
I've been in the game. I'm well. Like, how you?
Good, good.
So I've been in the game like on paper about 4 years now, right? Oh, and
Mm-hmm.
I came through, got sponsored, did the 12-month contract. I paid that out like 8 months in. I got put on safety probation. I did a U-turn on a dedicated lane in a Walmart parking lot, bro, and they put me on safety probation. And I was like, hell no. I gotta pay this loan off, bro, and get from under contract. They really wasn't trying to let me do it, but they let me do it. And man, I'm talking about I catapulted and had the freedom from there, to go wherever, get the tuition reimbursement. But I'm still 10 toes down, man, and I want to do tanker and I want to
Mm-hmm.
be local because I try to incorporate your personal life because, like Trucker Brown said, these drivers not understanding, bro. OTR will kill you. Yeah, running is easier with the appointment times. You ain't running as consistent as a dedicated lane or a regional lane. But, like,
Mm-hmm.
man, sitting down all day and not having that blood flow through your body and the eating habits and not being disciplined on what you consume, literally killing you. It's really like your life expectancy is cut more like 15 years. They did studies at universities. Like, I'm telling you, it's really serious. I just turned 30 back in August, and I'm trying to get into the tanker, man, because I was looking at the
Mm-hmm.
oversized, and I had a dude who was charging like a low securement down there in Florida for like $500. But I'm like, man, tanker, I always been kind of hesitant because it's like, man, we always get told you got to take the long route around. You can't go through tunnels and stuff. Like, I'm in Virginia or whatnot, Richmond. So you typically go, through Baltimore Tunnel. I think I can't do that. Or you
you
can't
can't
go
go by
through like
hospitals.
Virginia.
You can't buy
Yeah,
schools.
or
Mm-hmm.
Virginia down there by Newport News and all that stuff. You can't go through the tunnels. You got to go all the way around. So for somebody trying to get in and just get their, endorsement, like what's our best case scenario far as like, opportunities go far as companies?
Oh, 1 second,
Like, do you,
1 second, Alex. We're gonna let him answer that question. And if you buying Teslas, I'm sure you hitting the cash app for $70,000, big Tesla money. So hit that cash app up. What do you answer that question for me, Dirty Bro, please?
Hey, first thing first is get your endorsements. Like do that first and try to keep your license clean. Nothing on your license. The cleaner, the better. Because you got to remember it. When you apply for these jobs, you're going up against some stiff competition, man. I'm telling you.
Mm.
Guys with clean records that been doing this for a long time. So that's your competition. So I tell you guys, man, just keep your license clean, man.
Keep,
If you keep your license clean, get your endorsements, you're probably going to get a look from somebody because they need good drivers, man. People want good drivers.
that's a fact. So yeah, that's what you got, Alex. Go. I can't spend too much time with you, but get your endorsements. That's the
Yeah,
first
get
step.
endorsements and apply. Yep.
Sub to Dirty Broke's
Even if you don't
channel for
apply
more.
here, apply if you want to do tanker, apply for other tanker companies. I'm on the fuel division. I can't really speak to chemicals and things like that because I don't do it. I just
Right.
speak to fuel. And
Alex Tenzo,
if
he
you
can come in and tell us about that. He does the
okay,
other
fine.
stuff.
Yep.
But thank you, Alex. We got to get to the next person. How do I say your name? Thimio? Thimio, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
What's your question for Dirty Broke today?
I have a offer from Cycle K forum, but I don't really see a lot of reviews about them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to make a decision, either the Cycle K 4 tanker position or ABF. I have both offers.
Hey,
I don't know what to go for.
Dirty Broke, do you know anything about those two companies?
Yeah, I do. I actually know guys that work at both of those companies. This is my opinion. If you had the opportunity, try to get into ABF. It's just my opinion.
Mm,
If
Yep.
you can't get in there, I would try to go ABF first, then Circle K.
mm.
That's just my opinion on that.
Yeah,
Some people might think different. That's just Dirty's opinion.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Does that
Yep.
help you out, boss man? Do you have any reasons why they're dirty broke, or is there something?
Absolutely, it's a union.
Yep.
Oh.
That's like the number one. And you know what comes with union? Your free health care comes with the union.
Free
So you don't
pension.
have to pay. You don't have to pay for your health insurance. Get yourself a pension.
Mm.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
But be prepared if you're going to take the ABF. Be prepared to get in there, sit down, and take it all the way to the end.
So you talking
Thank
about
you.
doing 20?
Absolutely. Why not?
There you go, Femio. You got your stuff right there. Yeah, you can't get in there
Yep.
and be like, man, I want to do something else 2 years later. You got to be down for real.
Because companies like that, they get better with time. They're like fine wine, man. You got to get in there. It may suck in the beginning because you're going to be low man on the totem pole, seniority, all that kind of stuff. But the sooner you get in, the better you're going to be. You got to be prepared to sit in there, take the shit that they give you, and work your way up the ladder. And then you're going to become the big dog if you sit down and do it right. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Where are you at, Femio? I don't know
Uh,
your name.
I
Oh,
stay in Arizona.
Oh, you in it,
Arizona.
man? You living a dream, bro. Get out of here.
They hiring right now. Both of them.
So you ain't dealing with
Yep.
no snow or nothing.
What state is that?
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. Okay.
You
Yep,
living the dream right now. Now, if you're not close to, I know Phoenix is having a serious rent hike because of all the tech that's going there. But if you're on the outskirts, you should be all right.
Yep, true.
All right, you doing your thing out there, man. You winning, man. You'll be all right, bro. Make sure you sub to Dirty Broke's channel, so if you have a question in the future, you can just rattle it off to him.
Okay, I will.
No problem.
Thank you
Thanks, Mr. O. Appreciate your love. The Everything channel. Now, I know you ain't trying to switch to Everything channel. Come on now.
Yep.
You trying to switch? That picture the Dirty Broke. What's the deal?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Now I need a second to get caught up because I was literally in the FaceTime call while everything was happening.
Well,
So if
right.
you can catch me up. You can give me like a 30-second catch up.
Dirty Broke is right now. He's telling us, and he's dropping the link to the company that you can go to of that. Remember that gross yesterday 158? He's dropping the link right now for you to sign up for it right now. Now, if you have any questions about the position or what you need to get in there, this would be the time to rattle it off to him.
Okay. Well, my biggest question is how do you wouldn't, hey Dirty, you wouldn't happen to know how big the OTR positions would be,
the sleeper position
for the yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? How big?
Like is there a certain amount of drivers that they may take or something like that, or
just depending on where they need you at.
Okay. Okay.
Just depending. Yeah, that'll vary. Yep.
Okay.
What state are you out of?
I'm out of Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know what's going on in Tennessee, but if you hit that link that's posted, all the jobs are posted in that link. So if something in there is by you, you might say, "Oh, wow, this is right near the crib." Then give it a shot.
Yeah. The Everything channel. He can see the back end, so the links are actually in the private chat right over there to the right of you. You can copy them, and you can copy them and just put in the app and talk to a recruiter, and she'll kind of break down all your questions. Now you want to know, probably from knowing you, the Everything channel, you want to know how far these guys are going, don't you?
That's right. You already know it. I'm 48 yet. They ain't give me something available,
When you're doing fuel, it's not likely you're going to run 48. More like a regional type thing, and and that is what it is. And usually the guys stay out. Some guys stay out 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It all depends on what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, these people will work you, man. If you want to work, they'll work you.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
were
yeah.
working.
So you'll probably
You
be
know,
better off talking about the cryogenics or the nitrous or something if you wanted to go a little bit farther, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For the most part, this company here ain't gonna run you that far. They're gonna pretty much keep you in the region. Now, what can happen though, like say for instance, if you wherever you're at, if they need help in a location, say a storm, comes through Florida, whatever, they say, hey man, we're gonna need you out in Florida for a few weeks. Boom, they'll ship you out there. We need you in California. You might know, I'll take it. They'll move you around like that. If they need help in an area for whatever reason, they'll all you gotta do is say, hey, put me in, coach. They'll put you out there.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll move you around if you usually in a sleeper, they usually try to move you where they need you,
Right.
where we need help at, and they'll move you out there just so you can help get things caught up or whatever's going on in that region for whatever reason, and then they'll just move you back to your home location and keep you there. Then when something else pops up, they say, hey man, that's my guy right there, send him out there, and then that's it.
Okay.
All right, everything channel. I'm gonna have you in the back queue. You know how we do it. Just say something if you got another question.
All right. Most.
Big Money himself. That's my boy Alex T.
Yo.
They've been asking a lot of great questions on here. Alex, is your tanker position hourly too?
No. So I am okay. So the company that I'm with now, no, I am lease purchase right now. But the company that I was with prior, they pay by the hour, by the mile, and they give a per diem. So okay, so with cryogenics, okay, because you got chemicals. And then you have cryogenics. Then
Okay.
you have food grades and all other sorts of things. So with chemicals, it depends on the company. There's a company down in Houston, like I was mentioning the other day. I forgot what the company is called because it's a real niche company, but they carry chemicals for ammunition. And these guys, right, and these guys stay out for 4 weeks at a time. They're home a week and they get paid hourly. So when they're driving, so regardless if they're driving 11 hours a day or if they use up their whole 14, they're getting, I think about, they start off at 30 an hour plus a per diem. So it just kind of depends on which company you work for. Chemical companies as well, they pay by the mile. They just like reefer and anything else, the mile, the merge. From personal experience, being at the tank wash, they pay, they pay by the hour while you're at the tank wash. So it really just depends on which company you're with. It's similar to cryogenics as well. I know. So for me, I get a day rate regardless of how long I work. I get a day rate, but the company I worked for prior, Coastal Plains. That's if you want to get into, if you want to start off in cryogenics, Coastal Plains and Keenan Advantage Group. There's a lot of other companies out there that I would like to name, but I just want people to. I don't want to give out. I don't want to give out too much because I just want people to actually take the steps if they're serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because,
exactly.
Right, because there's a lot of other companies that I can name, but I just want people to take that first step. You know what I mean? And so Coastal Plains and Keenan Advantage. So they pay by the mile. So for Coastal Plains, what they'll do is they give you a guaranteed 500 miles. Regardless of where you're at, you're going to get a guaranteed 500 miles. And obviously, if you drive more than 500 miles, that's 500 miles a day. I'm sorry. Guaranteed 500 miles a day. If you drive more than 500 miles a day, then you get that cent per mile. Depending on experience, I know when I first started, it was about 64. I think it was like 64, 65 cents a mile, but depending on your experience and what kind of cryogenics you're carrying, it can go all the way up to 75 cents a mile. You know what I mean?
Hold on, real quick, Alex. Phil.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about any of these positions?
Question, no, but I did want to mention an alternative form of tanking that I don't know if you already talked about it or not. The pneumatic world pays really well also. Like the carrier I'm with, for example, they pay 30% of the load. We also get a daily per diem rate, weekly pay, full benefits package, health, 401k, dental, you name it. And as far as distance goes, you pretty much stay regional because where I'm at, I'm in the oil field. I'm in South Texas.
Right.
They'll assign you to an area of one of the 4 oil field regions in the South, which would be South Texas, New Mexico, West Texas, Oklahoma, or like Shreveport area. And you pretty much work within a 60-mile radius. Now, I will say it's long hours. You definitely got to be, willing to put in the work. And something that may be a hindrance for some people is that a lot of these sand/pneumatic oil field type jobs require you to drop sticks. So if you're willing to take that on, if you don't already have it, it's there. But the potential is, upwards of $3,000 a week.
Y'all don't know how to drive no stick out here, man. Come on, they can't get that job.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's no different than having to go get your hazmat because now they've added extra steps. So if you want to see that kind of money, like for example, my trainer, he made $105,000 last year with no hazmat. If you're willing to take that skill on, the money's there, and you don't have to run all over the country. You pretty much stay in the same area, only work 2 weeks at a time.
This may be off the subject because I hate on Alex all the time for slimming out. Phil, you looking real shining on your picture, bro. What's going on with? Is you making that kind of money, brother?
Well, no. I mean, I'm recovering. I mean, I made some mistakes in the business, so it's an upward curve, but we're peaceful now. Things are in an upswing.
I'm about to say, because you up here with the Cartier glasses. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I took a little vacation earlier this year.
It was bamboo trees behind them and stuff. Like, damn.
I was in a cut.
He got the Ricardo fade in that joint. Like, he living for real, bro. I'm about to go get me a tanker job just so I can get a fade like that, bro. Damn. Talk about glowing up, bro.
Out of everything that I've done in the business, and I've done a little bit of everything, tanking is honestly where I have the most peace. It's not stressful. Nobody bothers me. Nobody's rushing me to do my job. Once you learn the steps to actually offloading, it's pretty, it's pretty easy. Honestly, that's the best way I can put it. It's really just
a person would have to live in that Texas-y, Arizona-y type area to really mess with the. Right? That's not everywhere.
Not necessarily. Now, for sand, what I haul specifically, yes, but there's other types of products throughout the country that have to be hauled in the same type of tank. Like, for example, you got food grade product, which can be starch, sugar, flour, things of that nature. You got other products like fly ash, powdered cement. That's everywhere. It's just a matter of one, doing the research, because the thing about the tank world is kind of hush hush unless you know somebody.
Right.
And two, it's about having the right company and having the right skill set. Because granted, for example, my driving record ain't the best, so it took me a while to find this job.
Right.
But they're out there because the demand is there. And if you're willing to prove yourself, put in the skills, put in the work, you can make a lot of money.
Now, one thing that, as far as between you, Alex, Just Phil, and Dirty Broke has an actual link where they actually can sign up here. Are y'all in contact with y'all recruiters to get a link and all that type of stuff?
Not my specific recruiter, but I can put the website for the company.
Right. You talk to your recruiter so they can get a direct link from her. And Alex, I'm pretty sure they have something over there for you to do the same. I would imagine their referral situations are pretty decent. So other than that, hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me a second. Let me get back to Dirty Broke. Dirty Broke.
Yes, sir.
I wish so much if she could call in. That would be dope if she could call in.
Yeah, hold on, let me check. Because I am on Do Not Disturb. No, she didn't. She didn't get back to me. But I tell you what I will do. I will put her phone number
Okay.
Because I just put the company link in there. I'll actually drop her phone number in the chat.
Yeah.
You can give that to the folks.
I can.
Blow her up, man. And you tell her Dirty sent you. You know what I'm saying?
Now does she
Hello, Dirty sent
okay, Dirty, perfect. Let me give me the number. I'll drop it in the if you're already in the chat, you can drop it in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop it in there. Let me grab it real quick.
This is a major plug alert. He's going to give you the connection right to the money that all the guys talk about. Oh, yeah, you can make this kind of money. You can make that kind of money. But nobody's dropping a link. Nobody's telling you where to go. He's telling you where to go. Make sure you go sub to his channel because there are going to be follow-up questions once you get into the orientation, once you start the job, how to put up the tubes, how to handle the hoses. Then you can go to him and ask them questions directly, and he can give you his, I'm about to say 10-year experience. How many years experience you got, Dirty Bro?
With this job working here, 13, going on 13, just about 13 years here.
Yeah, I can drop the job link. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, 13 years of experience. So there's maybe easier ways to handle your hoses. There may be easier ways to get to those bonus that he can tell you. And you need to sub to his channel to hear that type of game. And the biggest thing about this community, y'all got to participate. You have to participate. If you don't participate, then you're figuring everything out the hard way. With this type of situation, you don't have to do it the hard way. It may be a simple thing that Dirty Broke knows that can make your job so much easier. And he knows just from experience. And you could be working against yourself. As they say, work smarter, not harder. So y'all got to remember these type of resources that we're giving out to you, you keep them and you use them in your best advantage.
All right. Not only do you have her phone number, you also have her email.
All right, let me drop that. We just look, see, I got to stop giving y'all the drip, man. I got Dirty Broke on here giving y'all all the damn going drip. That go to DB. How do I get into this job? There it goes. It's right there.
Yeah. Now, I mean, a shameless plug, but if you go over to my channel, I've interviewed her. I had her come on, answer some of the people's questions. That video is a little dated because we have had some changes since that interview. And actually, I'm trying to get her scheduled up to get everybody up to speed on some of the new changes we have here.
Right.
Like most companies, man, it's going to be changes, man. Sometimes they're a little better. Sometimes they're not as good. It just is what it is.
Right. And I understand y'all saying the pneumatic if you're in Texas, but understand this, the number that Dirty Broke is dropping that job is pretty much, we'll call it 90% everywhere. You can because you got to get fuel to where it's going everywhere. That's not a regional thing. So you can be sitting in Arkansas and call that number. Don't let's see. Legend has it. W2 knows fleets pay good. Old boy 88%. I don't know what you're talking about there, buddy, but that is what it is. And that's the real. That's why I wanted to come on here, y'all. Do y'all have any other questions? If she's not gonna be able to come, tell her we could do it again some other day.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Hold on. Any other questions?
I know she is extremely busy, but like I said, just hit her up and just keep hitting her up. If she don't get back to you guys, just keep hitting her, man. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. I know they're training some new recruiters right now. She's the only, or was the only recruiter for the whole company, and she's just getting overwhelmed. But I think she is training up a couple assistants as we speak. So hopefully they can get to you. If not her personally, maybe one of her assistants can get with you guys, because we actually, the company actually just hired her. She only been here just about a year. Like, they never had a recruiter here.
Wow, really?
Like never, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's about to turn up
they
over
never
there.
Had a recruiter.
Big time.
Yeah. So
and tell her she mess with me, she'll have 100 people. I'm not playing. She can come on here and speak what she needs. I'm not someone to hold any type. I'm not a gatekeeper. If she has something that's gonna help the crowd, I'm gonna let her put it out there. I don't play that game. 1 second, Dirty Broke. 1 second, Dirty Broke. I really want y'all to take advantage of this type of stuff because I'm tired of people hinting at where the money is and not giving it up. This is just giving it up, no lies, straight to the point. Ricky Ricardo, that's what I'm gonna call him. Phil.
Yes, sir.
You know I was talking about you when I said Ricky Ricardo, bro. Don't try to act like that ain't my name. So you're down there smiling, you're living the good life, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Oh, owner operator opportunities. Definitely in Pneumatic, you can have owner operator opportunities. I don't.
Yeah, there's owner operator stuff everywhere for Pneumatic, man. And a lot of times these companies, if you don't have a blower fitted to your truck, a lot of them will give you one. There's some that won't, but a lot of the companies will lease you out a blower, or put you in connect with somebody that can get you a decent price on one. Don't ask me what the prices are because they vary depending on where you go to, and if you go used or not. That's another thing too.
Okay, all right. If you go use it, not that's what's up. That's no problem there. Alex, you got anything you want to say before we get off of here, man? Because I do have another live to do with Dean in another hour.
Absolutely. Two things. One, if you get your hazmat and your tanker endorsement and you try it out and you don't like it, this is important. If you try it out for like 6 months to a year and you don't like it and you go back to, flatbed, drive-in, reefer, or whatever industry you were in, understand that just having that experience, and you telling that to the recruiter is going to increase your pay, because the recruiters look at drivers differently if they have hazmat and tanker experience based on the responsibilities that come with that. So let's say I do drive-in and reefer, for 3 or 4 years, and then I get my hazmat and tanker, do it for 1 year, and I don't like it, and I go back to doing reefer. When I talk to the recruiter and they ask me what kind of experience I have, I can tell them about hazmat and tanker, that I have that hazmat and tanker experience, and the pay is going to increase. And what I also didn't mention, and this is going to tie into the second thing, is that you don't have to haul hazardous material in a tanker. You can haul hazmat on a flatbed. You can haul it in a reefer. You can haul it in a drive-in. There's guys making over 6 figures carrying totes filled with chemicals, bumping docks, and it's used to make Red Bull. See, a lot of people don't understand that part. And also, too, another thing is that what Dirty Brock was saying, what he also didn't mention about ABF Freight is that you can get into ABF Freight with no experience, because they have a brand new CDL driver program for guys who just got their CDL. And I want to say that you can get your CDL through their apprenticeship program. You know what I mean?
So the driver program.
Right. So I just wanted to, to put that out there, because one of my friends' dad, he's been driving for ABF Freight for a long time. And once he got on with ABF Freight, he never stopped working, because they do have a policy where if you stop working for them, which I'm gonna go back and verify that if you stop working for them, you can't get rehired. But maybe that's a myth. I will go back and verify that. But I also wanted to put that out there, that you don't have to have you can carry hazmat in a reefer, a drive-in, flatbed, and ABF Freight. They do offer a program for brand new CDL holders, or you can get your CDL through them.
All right, hold on one second, Alex. We have another question through my boy, the Everything Channel. The Everything Channel, what's your question?
All right. Hey, it was actually towards for Phil or whatnot. Hey, Phil,
yeah,
with those oil field positions down there in Texas, do they have any OTR positions where you can come out there and work for a few months at a time and then go back, or how is that set up?
Well, with the company I'm at, which I'm gonna go ahead and say it, I'm at Western Flyer Express, which I know they got a reputation, but the energy division is great so far. With my company, they only require you to be on for 2 weeks, but you can stay out as long as you like. For every week you're off, you get 2 days home, 2-week minimum. So, for example,
you cut out on us. Oh, he done cut out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the last part you heard? I'm sorry.
You said, for example, you were talking about the 2 days out thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. For example, with my company, it's 2 weeks out minimum. You get 4 days off. Every week past that, you get an additional 2 days. So, for example, if you do 3 weeks, you get 6 days off. You do 6 weeks, you get 2 weeks off. So it's really just depending on how long you want to run. But like I said, 2 weeks is the minimum. We pretty much run in a really small radius, maybe 100 miles. They'll assign you to a region. You know, pay is percentage. They start you at 30%. After 90 days, you get a bump to 33. Full benefits package. You know, it's through Blue Cross Blue Shield, so taken care of on that end. If you want to invest in the 401k side, they have options for that too. They have life insurance as well.
Okay, so it is W-2, right?
It is W-2, yes.
So okay.
Man, you save your money of making that kind of money, man. You could definitely look at some owner-operator opportunities.
I will say, be warned.
Shoot, I could buy a Porsche.
With dealing with the oil field, it is very up and down. When it's busy, the money is fantastic, but there are some moments where it's slow. Like, for example, if they're transitioning wells, it can be a little slow then, you know, and just the yearly season as it goes with the oil field production. But when the money's there, it's definitely there. Like I said, you can make upwards of $3,000 in a week if you're willing to get after it.
Okay, now that brings me to another question. All right, what happens when the fields slow down? Do you just go back to regular OTR, or is it just small work?
Well, if it's slow, depending on which spot you're in, they'll either assign you to an area where it is busy, or they'll have you pulling a different type of freight. Like, for example, if sand is slow to the point where they don't have work and the other areas are full, they'll have you go pull cement or fly ash, for example, depending on how close you are to an area that does that. And those loads typically pay more, but like I said, the caveat to that is there's less of those loads to go around, because it's really just I guess you could say, like a backup to the primary stuff, which is sand.
There you go. Now listen, man, he dropped the joint in the private chat. You can get to that. I gotta meet with Dirty Broke before I get out of here, y'all. Thank you to Everything Channel. Thank you, Phil. Dirty Broke, do you have something you want to say? I am Cooley just stepped in the building in the chat.
No, I mean, shit, man. There's a lot of things we didn't touch on. Holiday pay. It's just like all your PTO time. I mean, like, there's so much stuff. Like, if you want to know about that, I can break all that down. It's up to you.
Yeah. If you want to break that down.
Yeah, you get six paid holidays. The holidays pay you out at 10 hours a day at your rate, whatever your rate is, wherever, you know. So that's 10 hours a day for every holiday. You come in here, when you start here, and your first 6 months here, they'll pay you 1 week's paid vacation. First 6 months. And 6 months after that, they give you 2 weeks paid vacation. Hell, you get 3 days bereavement. You get you get paid for jury duty. If you get called for jury duty, they're gonna pay you.
Wow.
They're gonna pay you to go to jury. Yeah. Think about it, man. That tripped me out. I was like, damn, jury duty. Yeah, they pay you for jury duty. I was like, sheesh. So so go serve with a jury, man. You gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what else they got going on? And they do have a 5-year safe driver bonus. They did change that policy up. They did cut that. It used to be a huge bonus, but they did cut it. But it's still nice just to do your job. Like, you don't have to do they don't ask you to do backflips. Just do your job and don't screw up, and you'll hit that bonus. And I believe that bonus pays out at your first 5 years. I think it's 15,000, at least for the first 2 years. Then 20 for the next 5 years after that, and then I think it's 25,000 5 years after that. So I think it's 10, 10, 20, and 25, I believe. Or is it 10, 15? I forget exactly what it is. I can get that information for you, because they just changed that policy. So
no, a lot of these follow-up questions is the exact reason why we tell them to sub to your channel. They can ask these questions at any time.
Absolutely.
Also, when she is ready to do what she has to do, tell her, just set it up again, and I will put her up here any day for her to give the ins and outs, and they can put a face to the person. And
Mhm.
I appreciate you for doing this, man, because like I
Hey,
said,
no problem, man.
a lot of people are on here, but they're not giving out information that actually gets you to the actual money and lifestyle that you want. I'm trying to be the bridge for you to get there. If any channel, if any other person has a channel that they do, and I feel that you're actually giving out information that gets to people's pockets, I will have no problem with you coming up here and breaking down what
And
you're offering to the people.
and I did just drop my email in there. And if anybody think of some questions later, just hit me up. I'll shoot that back to you if you got any questions. All right. If you want to get into some more details about the company, like it's like a lot of stuff I can't even think about it. I know the information. If you asked the question, I would know it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, for me, it's a solid company. Is it the best? That's all about perspective. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
But it'll get you home on a consistent schedule every day, is what I can tell you. If you're doing the fuel side, they do have a little bit of regional positions available. You know what I mean? So if people like that kind of stuff, because I've been getting a lot of guys ask me, they got any regional? Ain't got any regional? They actually do. You know what I'm saying? They actually do. That you can, and when you run regional, you're going to get that money. I'm telling you now, it's not going to be any problem for you to hit that overtime when you're running a regional.
And we
You're
did
going to
the
hit that
overtime
overtime
number.
like easy.
A regional number was 25 gross every week. That was the number for 70 hours,
Yeah.
man. 30 of those hours are overtime.
And your clock starts from the moment you log on to the moment you log off. So don't even sweat anything in between. Don't sweat shop time. You're going to get paid for all that. You're going to get paid to go inside. You're going to get paid for all that. And they do not deduct for lunch. They pay you right through lunch. So just so you know.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm about to move to Pennsylvania, bro. I swear to God. But like he said, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So y'all definitely check it out. Hopefully you can get her to come on here, Dirty Broke. I appreciate you for coming through. This is a very valuable live, man.
All right, no problem, bro.
Stay up. Do not. Well, I don't got to tell you not to do drugs, but stay up.
No, we don't do that, and don't y'all do it either. You know what I'm saying?
Stay
These
up.
hair follicles are real, man.
Yeah, it's real in the field.
Hell yeah.
That's what it is. Listen, Phil, and the Everything channel, I will be going live again if Dean don't flake on me. I will be going live again. Dean is going to be talking about how to protect yourself from erroneous child support and alimony. He's going to be talking about how to set yourself.
I think I got like 60 kids scattered over the country. So got that before I take any DNA results. I need to have that talk. Shit.
Right. He's not gonna tell you how to duck it. He's gonna tell you how to protect yourself so it's not taking 90% of your income. How to structure yourself to be protected out here in all the ways you can. He's gonna show you how to deal with your LLC, what that does for you. He's gonna tell you how to deal with your S corps, what that does for you, how to arrange your finances. This is not a live you want to miss if you out here praying and spraying. Are you out here with the Ricky Ricardo shades on? Okay.
Yeah. Phil Show got the fun sway.
Yeah. You got
the fun sway.
You may be in danger there, just
got the lemon pepper with the honey mustard. Got that. I can't bring my lady friend around. You feel?
No, Phil, because it look like you in Miami, Phil. Where you at, Mike? Where you at in that picture, Phil?
Listen, I might be.
We know it's a beach somewhere. We know you're near a beach somewhere.
I might have been by some water, you know.
Right. So we definitely gonna do that. Do not miss out on it. I appreciate y'all for participating. Phil, you gotta come out the shadows and be around more often, player. You gotta come out the shadows and be around more often. It's about to get real in here. Appreciate the love. Do not do drugs. Be happy as you possibly can be. That's what I want for y'all. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you sub. Don't do drugs. Be happy. And I hope this live helps a lot of people. I really